Mexico has no shortage of scenic hikes. Today, I'm going to share with you my favorite 3 trails from a recent trip to the state, and I'd say all 3 are suitable to the beginner or average hiker looking for a couple of hours of adventure with great sights to see along the way. I'll give you a brief overview of each hike, followed by an unnarrated few minutes showing off the trails themselves. First up is the Tsankawi Ruins Trail, a 1.6-mile loop with 236 feet of elevation gain. This hike is a part of the Bandelier National Monument Park in Los Alamos. I really loved this trail because it felt like a treasure hunt. There was ancient pottery fragments to be found, little scrambles to go through, ladders to climb, petroglyphs to see, views for miles. They tout it as an outdoor museum, and I felt that in every step of the journey. It really was a trail of discovery, and that is what made it so much fun. This trail is friendly to most people. I would give a word of warning though, if you are a heavier set person, you may have some issues with some of the tighter spaces. There are some small crevices to squeeze through, so a word of warning for that. And also, if you have a problem with ladders, there are a few moments that you do have to climb a ladder as a part of the trail, and you can't really go around that. So if you have a problem with ladders, stay clear of this trail and just enjoy this video instead.
All the views.
Soak it in, the last day.
One slip and that's it. So don't slip. Definitely don't slip. Should be down there.
Next up is the Bisti De-Na-Zin Wilderness Area, one of the most unique places I've ever had the pleasure of enjoying. This is a truly remote area with no actual trails or infrastructure. If you're coming from Santa Fe or Albuquerque, it is quite a drive to get here, and then once you're in the vicinity, you'll need to spend 45 minutes driving on a dirt road in the middle of nowhere just to arrive at the general location. I would recommend downloading the Valley of Dreams offline trail map from the All Trails app. Again, this is not a literal trail, rather a GPS-inspired path that'll get you to the main points of interest. It's a 3.7-mile loop with 255 feet of elevation gain. What I really loved about this trail, first off, is the fact that it's not a trail, so you are free to wander in any direction you want, and that really allows your curiosity to drive the experience. I would say that be respectful of the place, because they are sand formations, and just running your finger along some of them can deteriorate them very quickly. So be respectful and mindful of that. Other than that, you will see some amazing things along the way, including wild horses, river crossings, and awe-inspiring scenery in every direction. It's amazing because it comes out of the plains. You are driving for miles in completely flat territory, and then these structures just appear in the middle of nowhere. It's mind-blowing. My caution for this trail is the trek to get here. If you're not willing to go through that, skip this trail. And also, if you do not have a four-wheel drive vehicle, I would also skip this, because those dirt roads do get a little tough in some areas, especially if it's just rained. But also, we were kind of bottoming out a little bit in our small SUV, so just keep that in mind when you plan your trip there. Last but certainly not least on my list is the Box Canyon Trail at Ghost Ranch in Abiquiu. This 2.6-mile out-and-back hike brings you right into the heart of the ranch, surrounded by towering red rock walls and a peaceful running stream. I really liked this trail for its ease. It didn't feel like that much elevation gain, to be honest. There were some interesting dwellings to see along the way, and of course the red rocks just surrounding you was really quite beautiful. We also enjoyed a small waterfall right where we set up for our picnic, so it was just very, very scenic, peaceful, easy trail. Two cautions for this trail, one being that the trail markers do get a little confusing as you get further and further in, but for the most part it's just a straight in and out trail, so keep that in mind when you're on it. And then also, if it's rained, it gets very muddy, and you'll see that in our video. It was still very enjoyable, but you may be slipping a little bit in it, but I would still recommend doing it because it was just really a lot of fun and beautiful views all around.
Spot on.
Well, there you have it. I hope you found this video helpful, and be sure to let me know if you plan to check out one of these trails. I always love hearing feedback from you guys about your experiences. As always, thanks so much for watching.